gonna scoop. I've noticed waspers land in the pool and they float on the water. Look, there's one right there. Now, I don't want to get too close because I don't want to make him mad. I think I'm sneaking up behind him. You see that? Little waspers, they'll land on the water and they'll float around like one of those aeroplanes. Remember those aeroplanes when they have the forest fire and they scoop down and pick up water and fly off with it? Yeah, they do that. So, nice thing about this one is after I get through, I can clean that filter, which is right down here, or what I've gone to doing, because this thing holds a charge for like an hour and a half, is just sitting it over here and leaving it, and then come back next day, do it again, and clean the pool 3 or 4 times before I clean the filter. That way, it's not as labor intensive. I'll get my little net thing. We'll scoop the bugs off here again. I noticed a few more showed up. So we live in nature right here. I mean, you know, guys sitting in his pool might not seem very natural, but if you look out that way, that ain't nothing except another house, which you can't see because it's way over yonder, and then like 23,000 acre Savannah River Lake. And there ain't nobody coming down this road. Probably ain't nobody gonna come down this road until Honey Baby comes home. We live right in the heart of nature right here. They ain't much if you go almost any direction around here. What was I going with that? Something about natural, being natural. Yeah, it's natural here. You got bugs in the water. Oh boy. Whee! Yeah, I just scooped them out. There they are again. You just look at them. They're alive. Those are little flying ants. You see them walking around? Yeah, they just come flying along, and I guess they decide to land in the water like that wasper, but then they can't take off. And of course, I got a bug sucker over here. It's got a pool light stuck in it. Yeah, it sucks up a lot of bugs too. Oh, there go away. Oh, there go away. That worked pretty good for cooling me off. You know, I grew up on a lake and we used to swim. I was telling somebody the other day, when me and Robert was talking about how did we survive when we was kids when they had no air conditioning. Well, I survived because I lived on a lake. I had a creek, Keaton Creek, fed into the lake, and Dog River ran down about a mile down the road through where we lived, and so I could be in the water somewhere, either in the lake or in the creek or in the river, pretty readily. And before we did that, we lived in Atlanta. We lived over in Ben Hill back when Atlanta hadn't grown up. And it was still neighborhoods like when Archie Bunker was, you know, like those kind of days. And we used to get out the slip and slide, put it on the hill, get the water hose out, get the sprinkler going. We'd run around and run through the water hose. That's how we kept from burning up. People are burning up right now, by the way. It's interesting to me. They talk about it's hotter than it's ever been, and they're having all these horrible things, and people say, well, that ain't got nothing to do with, that ain't got nothing to do with, you know, that ain't true, that ain't right, they're just lying to you, they're just trying to manipulate you. And I'm thinking, you can say that all you want, dead people are still going to be dead people. That's all I'll say about that right there. And if somebody don't do something, then okay, just, I guess the morticians, they'll just make more money. That's all I got to say about that right there. Actually, if anybody's got a plan, I think maybe we ought to pay attention, because otherwise a lot more people are going to die. I don't care which political party you think is going to save you. I'll just say that. I'll talk to y'all next time. I'll try not to be so political next time. I know somebody will scold me. See ya. One thing I didn't mention is one thing we do here is we come out of the pool, we drop our bathing suits, wrap ourselves in a towel, and wander off, because there ain't nobody to see us back here. Nobody. Ain't nobody. Just me and you and the doggies and Honey Baby when she comes home. And Robert back there when he's in the camper, which he's not right now. Okay, enough of that.